what's going on?
Dear Show podcast here. So let's talk. Let's get to it because I have a couple of things I need to say. First of all, I'm going to eat crow because I guess Patti LaBelle and Mariah are working together. So before I read this article that she did with Departure magazine, I think it came out like yesterday or something. Before I read it, I was like, Patti is not working with Mariah. Like, no, I was thinking like, they're not really. I was thinking CBS, they made like a conjoint statement. They were like, she also has these wonderful ladies that she mentors, and Mariah's her goddaughter, and they're also going to be working on an album featuring who's it? Jasmine Sullivan, all these other people. That's what I was thinking. So again, this I was like thinking. I was listening to the Mariah report, I think, or something happened. It popped up in my brain again, and I was just like, well, if it's not true, I think maybe her team would have seen it beforehand or tried to get a hold of it or like edit it around it, but like they didn't do it. So I was just like, okay, maybe she is working with them. Maybe Mariah and Patti are working together on something. So they told me to read this article, but now I'm like, I need to read stuff, her articles and stuff, or her interviews and stuff, to get more information, like just in case, a little thing will slip out. So she did this interview. She was in Departure magazine, which is like a lifestyle, food, travel magazine. And so like the dude went to her house in Philly. She cooked up some like chicken, the Good Life chicken from her book. It looked like chicken stew. She had her Le Creuset cookware, and I only know that because of Nikki Star TV. Go check Nikki Star TV out on YouTube. She's absolutely hilarious. I'm like, oh my gosh, I know what Le Creuset is. And then somehow they started talking about Mariah, and she was like, Mariah's your goddaughter. Oh no, she was talking about they were talking about her home decor and how it was like, okay, I'm not gonna say what I thought. Luther Vandross items, chandeliers, stuff like that in their house, just describing the house. And then it was like, there's flowers everywhere. And then she's like, yeah, Mariah just sent me like 300 dozen or 300 flowers. It was something like that. It was like 300 something flowers. Mariah just sent me like 300 flowers. And it seemed like she kind of does that like weekly or something like that. I'm not sure. That's what it's coming off as. So then she was like, yeah, me and Mariah, we have a good relationship. She's like my goddaughter, or she is my goddaughter. And she calls me for like advice when she's going through stuff. And I just say, baby, keep your head up. Oh, here it is. Heaps of fresh flowers. She has flowers delivered twice a week. And Mariah Carey recently gifted her around 300 white roses. Oh, sorry, that's what it was. And so I thought it was like maybe a gift, like they were working together or something like that. And then it says she's also working on a new R&B album with the possibility of tracks written by Mariah, whom she considers a goddaughter. Whenever Mariah is going through something tough, she'll call me, and I tell her, hang in there, baby. So I guess they are working together. I was not... Okay, they're kind of ish working together. They're kind of they kind of are working together. Written, produced, Mariah... If not even... Okay, so it says possibility. So I think they are kind of clearing it up a little bit, right? It's a possibility that she's writing and going to produce something for Patti, which is cool, fun, fantastic. I'm down for it, okay? Anything written by Mariah. That's what I've been like really thinking Mariah needed to be doing. She needs to be getting into writing for other people. I know like writing for her is like her craft and she's so personal with it. Mariah is such a genius and such incredible, like that's her lane, writing and producing music and producing vocals and stuff like that. Like I wish she would have gotten like written, give some songs to people, get that songwriting check. It might not happen, another like number one or another successful song might not happen for her again. But I think the I'm not gonna say that like that because I believe, what's that song called? With You. I think that's the one from Caution, the first single or second single. It did really well on radio, on the R&B radio. Um, So I'm not gonna rule it out for Mariah, but I'm just like, give some songs, give a good little ballad. We need a little ballad in the industry, a little fun, you know, fun ballad, fun pop song. She's really good at those. Give it to some of the R&B girls. Like, come on, Mariah, don't hold everything back for yourself. But that's exciting. If that does happen, Patty's already won. Okay, because Mariah is the genius, and um, Mariah's doing a lot, so I don't know when they're gonna have time to do this. If this is even true, but see, I'm still skeptical. Because it's not a stamp of approval, and Mariah hasn't said anything, and Patti surely hasn't said anything. So it's whatever. Am I recording? Oh my gosh. So next, I want to say number 2. Oh, okay, Xscape, baby. So TMZ put out something earlier this, I think over the weekend, that Xscape, Latasha isn't going to be a part of the Xscape tour that's coming up because of like some promoter stuff, and then her husband got into it. I believe her husband is her manager. Like, and I think they're doing like a little southern tour because I think in December they're going to be visiting my actual city, which my city is small, but it's like we have enough people here. We have um an arena here. I think there's another one downtown. There's another like venue downtown. I wish more artists would come here. I mean, enough artists come here. I think the last big artist was like Taylor Swift years ago. But some country music people come through here. A couple of rap groups come here. SWV was supposed to be here, I believe, in July 4th or like Juneteenth or something. And there was no promotion. I saw no flyers. I saw nothing. And then they were supposed to be here, but they canceled. So, okay, let me get back to Xscape. So, Latasha's not going to be a part of whatever. I would be mad if I paid money to come see Xscape because those are the only people I would really know. I only know Tamar. It was like Silk, 112, some other people. Silk, Tamar, Monica. I'm not like how do I say this? I'm not like a huge Monica fan. Like I don't know her music like that. I'm very much aware of Tamar. I'm very much aware of Xscape. They have really good songs. The other people. That's the only reason why I want to go because I'm just like I don't know any other these other like 4 other acts. So there's no point in me going to see like 2 people. So based off of that, I would be pissed that all 4 members of Xscape are not gonna be there. Like what? And it's a good hefty amount. It's like 7 to 10 dates, I believe, that she's not gonna be there. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like, come on. I wonder if they're still filming this because Xscape and SWV, they're filming some show that they say is going to be really good. I don't know what the show is going to be about. I'm still confused. Like I said, when it first was announced, I don't know what the show is going to be about. It's not giving any kind of information. But anyways, so I wonder if they're still filming this because I do remember, I think like a couple months ago, like it's pretty fresh. Candy was like, yeah, we're filming the show and we're still going through issues as a group. And I'm just like, damn, y'all still going through issues? Xscape, y'all need to get it together. But get Mona and a camera. Let's see what's going on. So, okay, on to another group. Remember that show, Ladies Night? I think it was Ladies Night, called Ladies Night on BET. SWV and Salt-n-Pepa were going through it. They were supposed to do this like tour. They couldn't get like, they were trying to mix songs together. Like, okay, we dance on your song and you sing on our song type thing. They couldn't get that together. It was a whole fucking mess, but it was interesting. And then there was like the Salt-n-Pepa with versus Spinderella situation going on. And then, I think earlier this year or late last year, they kind of kicked Spinderella, Salt-n-Pepa kicked Spinderella out of the group. Well, you guys. Salt-n-Pepa. Okay, here we go. Because they were kind of making it seem like Salt-n-Pepa were kind of making it seem like Spinderella was not important in the group. They were not she was not needed. When they would do appearances on like the talk and stuff like that, she would be left out, and it wouldn't be because of them. It would be because the person or the TV show or whatever, they would request Salt-n-Pepa. So then they would have to like fight for Spinderella. It was just like this whole like debacle, right? They kicked her out. They made it seem like she wasn't important. Well, the Hollywood Walk of Fame thought she was important enough to get a star next to, with you guys. Like, it doesn't like a couple of days ago they got their Hollywood Walk of Fame, and all three of them showed up, and all three of them got their star. Okay, so either they're lying about people group. What am I trying to say? The promoters or talk shows or whatever, they're either lying about them not wanting Spinderella, or it could be like a money issue. Yeah, I think it was a money issue at one point. Like we were, taking a pay cut because we were paying you or something like that. I don't know. But all I know is Spinderella got her Walk of Fame, and I was looking at their social media. I don't feel like looking at any interviews, but I was looking at their social media, and Spinderella was the only one that really like gave a caption. Pepper said thank you. Salt, I don't think she said anything. And then Spinderella was like, we put our differences aside, our guards down for this one special moment. Thank you all. And she posted a bunch of pictures. So I'm just like, oh, this is so shady. This is a mess. What's next? Did y'all know Shantae Moore's got a new man? Shantae's got a man at home, y'all. Shantae Moore is married to Stephen. I believe his name is Stephen Hill. He's like the BET exec, BET producer, BET award producer. He, if you know BET, you know Stephen. I believe that's what his name is. Grant. He's like, a legend in the BET game. I think he's been there forever. So Stephen, I was on his social media for some reason. Maybe it just no, I think it popped up. It popped up, right? And this post popped up, and I saw I think I went down his Instagram, and I'm looking at pictures, and I'm seeing Steven with Shantae. Do you ever like hear somebody's name and you're like, oh wow, that's your name? Like I'm just realizing her name is Shantae. And it's like mixing my mind up with like sachet. Okay, but anyways. Shantae's got a man at home. And his name is Stephen Hill. Okay, so I'm looking at pictures and I'm seeing him and her, and I'm like, okay. And then I'm seeing like a video of her, and she's like caressing his beard and his face, and I'm like, okay. And so then I'm like, looking at this one picture, and she's in a wedding dress. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And like, he's talking about, I was gonna post this picture earlier, but I was just too overwhelmed because I actually got the real thing in front of it. It's just like corny shit. Like slightly like fan shit. Not only, I think he's an A&R actually, because I think because he was talking about how he worked on, he's known her forever, and he worked on her like first album or something like that, and it was like a picture of her and him in the studio. I thought Stephen Hill was a homo, so I was just very shocked. This news. And like nobody's talking about it. I've not seen anybody say anything about Stephen Hill and Shantae Moore are married. Like nobody's talking about this. I just like I was very shocked. So I just wanted to let you guys all know about Shantae Moore and Stephen Hill because Shantae's got a man at home. Wow.
Next car, honey, next car.
Welcome back to the Dare Show podcast. So the song of the week is Shantae's got a man at home because Shantae has a new man at home. If you don't know who Shantae Moore is, I don't think I really explained who she was. She's a singer, an R&B singer who has done TV, reality TV. I think her biggest hit might be Shantae's Got a Man at Home. She has a song on the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack. She's a talented woman. She was on R&B Divas with Kelly Price, and I think the LA version, Kelly Price and Claudette Ortiz and Lil Mo, and yeah, I think she was married to Kenny Lattimore. I thought she had a man on. Well, I know she had a man on R&B Divas, but I don't know if she was married to him. I'm guessing she wasn't married to him. I think she was just dating him. But yeah, Shantae's got a new man at home. Congratulations. So let's talk about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. All of a sudden, or at least to me, all of a sudden, the nominations, or the nominations, I think you either get nominated or there's rumblings of people of who to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And like a couple days ago, or maybe it's like sometime last week, I read that Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, they're being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And then it happened like Sunday night, I think, or something like that. So I was like, oh, okay, wait a minute. So that was exciting. So then Eminem, Dolly Parton, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, aka the Dream Team, that I call, on my Patti LaBelle reviews that I've been doing. They've been in the last for 3 albums, maybe more, but definitely consecutive 3, Gems, Flame, and When a Woman Loves. I recently did a When a Woman Loves review. Happy anniversary to that. You can go check that out. Click around on YouTube or at the Dare Show podcast, or scroll down on wherever you're listening to this at. I did that. So go check that out if you want. But they've worked with her, so many countless artists. Of course, Janet, the Mary J, Toni Braxton, Mariah, like it just goes on and on and on. And just like I said, they have like a specific sound. If you haven't listened to any of my reviews of Patti's music, they have a specific sound. And to me, it's like an elevated jazz music, like a funkier jazz music to it. Like, and not even that, because, there's like Black Cat, and then there's really pop-ish songs like they actually did all of Patti LaBelle's Wonder Woman Loves album. But anyways, they're just like incredible geniuses, incredible musicians who has just like worked with all sorts of talented people. Michael and uh I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stop because I don't really know. I can't even give all the names, but they've worked with so many great people and they're just very talented, and it's exciting and really incredible that they're being inducted, or they were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Shout out to all of that. The real reason why I came across it was because Janet, right? All right, let me gather myself because I'm overwhelmed by the emotion of her. So Janet dressed up in like this recreation of her Control album cover, and it was just perfect. I don't know what she said. I don't think there's any like footage of it yet, like any fan footage. I know that I saw one of like Dolly and I think Eminem, but I haven't seen with just like the love and the adoration and the family that those three people are is just overwhelming to me with emotion, like how exciting, how beautiful. And it was just like so exciting and so beautiful to see her dress up in the recreation. And I just read Christian Siriano, who is, I don't think you can say a legend a lot. I don't know if legend is the right word to say for Christian Siriano from the Project Runway, because maybe it is legend, but I'm just like, it's a bigger word than legend for him. Like, he's so inclusive. He's everywhere. Everybody loves his designs. His designs are like classic, like really simple, but yet exciting to look at. And it's always like beautiful garments that he makes for like these women and men that wears his clothing. And it's just like, he's like perfect. I think he's like the modern perfect day designer. Because he's everywhere. Everybody uses him. But anyways, her costume was beautiful. Her hair was bouffanted up into the Control big ponytail thingy, whatever that is. And it was just like such a beautiful moment that, I don't remember who inducted her. Did they induct her? I don't remember. But or to, give the award, but for her to give them their, oh my gosh, induction to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It is like incredible. Incredible. Congratulations to them. Shout out to Janet for showing up and showing out. We love Janet over here. Okay, so let's move along. So, Renaissance. I have a theory. I have an exclusive theory. So, very recently, I think his name is Sid Kid or Sid. I believe he worked on Plastic Off the Sofa off of the Renaissance album, or Virgo's Groove, one of those. But anyways, he did something for Beyonce on the for the visuals. And directly, she's talking to us and telling her, told him to post this. She sent us some flowers and a note, and it was saying, thank you so much for your contribution to the visuals. I'm looking at them right now. They look incredible. I don't know what he did. I don't know if he like added more music, if he was directing something or whatever it was. She is indirectly telling us that maybe they're coming. I don't know. Did I tell you guys about like Netflix? Like, I don't know why everybody is speculating. Like, I think like, with Lady Gaga's Chromatica Ball, they're like, fans are like speculating maybe she put on Netflix or Hulu or whatever. Why don't you just put it on your website or put it on a platform connected to your website and have us buy it? Like, I would buy the visuals. I would buy the Chromatica Ball tour. I would buy the the Formation tour, like footage. If you gave us to it in like a DVD, like that would be fun. Put it on Amazon. Like, why not? I guess you can just make more money by selling it. to a platform, to a streaming service or something. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm guessing the visuals are coming. We don't know. Maybe Christmas, maybe New Year's. It came out in June. So I think, New Year's might be 6 months later, if that's the plan. Like, it has to have some kind of sort of plan that we don't know about. And it's just weird. It's getting weird. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let me go to tell you next about Messy Matthew Knowles. Messy Matthew Knowles did like this um thingy on Instagram, on his Instagram, talking about how I think he did Beyonce first, and hit the first Beyonce. The one with Beyonce was like being a manager versus being a father. So then somebody said, do Solange next. So he did Solange, and then I guess, give them their props or whatever. Like he always does. But anyways, Messy Matthew Knowles was saying, many of you aren't aware, but I personally wanted Solange to be in Destiny's Child. That didn't appeal to her. You would think joining Destiny's Child would be a dream to her, and she had every opportunity to seize the success that the group was experiencing, but she wanted to forge her own path. I want to thank God. I want to thank Tina Knowles. I want to thank Kelly and Beyonce. I want to thank Angie. I want to thank everybody who prevented that from happening. Like, it just doesn't make sense. It wouldn't have made sense why Solange would be in Destiny's Child. Like, and I'm guessing this is around the time that LaToya and Latavia left, because the writing on the wall really shot them into this, like, stratosphere of superstardom. In my opinion, I think the writings on the wall definitely did. There were everywhere. There was a lot of promotion. There's a lot of like videos of them promoting Bills, say my name, bugaboo, 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 jump it, jump it, jump it. Like there's tons of videos of them promoting, and I think financially, number ones are coming in with bills and say my name, and working with really incredible artists, Candy and Darkchild, and like all these incredible artists, and it really just shot them in working with different designers. Actually, Tina doesn't have to really design everything now. Now we can use Dolce and Gabbana and Versace and whoever else they used. But like, I'm guessing that's when the time was. I'm thinking, God, like it wouldn't have made sense. Solange was 13 years old when the rest of the girls were like 17, 18, 19. So it wasn't making any kind of sense why she would be in that group aesthetically wise. Not that, Solange isn't talented. Not that I don't even need to give that disclaimer, but not that she's not talented. It's just like visually wise and content wise. Why would what was his thought process? Just shove all my like family into this one super group and make it like this big, like, no, she was 13. And it really reminds me of Tamar Braxton, the Braxtons, I think their first record deal. I believe Tamar was like 12, 13 when the rest of the sisters were a little bit older. And then the reason why LaFace didn't pick them up or why it didn't do so well or something like that was because they didn't know how to put a 9-year-old in a group with a bunch of, Tony's like 10 years older than her. So like, how do you fit this in with that and this and that? Like thank God that did not happen. These ladies talking about Temptation and Bugaboo and Say My Name, and she's 13. Like, and then to think, thank God, she was a backup dancer, and I believe that was during like the Survivor days when she would have been actually like 16, which is a little bit more appropriate. But yeah, Matthew, no more talk from you, Matthew, because Messy Matthew really jumps out and is like, child, we don't need any more mess from Matthew. Noel, tell us where the visuals are, Matthew. How about that? Keep your dirty secrets over there because this is too much. Thank you so much for listening to the Dare Show podcast. I appreciate everybody who listens. Let me know what you think about what's going on. You don't have to comment. I mean, you don't have to like. You don't have to subscribe, but that definitely helps, and that is definitely a plus. But I definitely want to comment. Leave a comment what you think about the topics. My Instagram is My Love Money Tonight. My YouTube is The Dare Show Podcast. Thank you so much for listening, and bye.
And I have this fierce single that Sammy McKinney and these little guys put together, baby. I got a single that'll make you jump up and dance. And if you can't dance to that, you got a hole in your soul, okay?